Denmark debunks the drone sightings. So there were some drone sightings. People ask us to talk about it. We actually didn't talk about it, but there were drone sightings over an airport incident with the drones. And lo and behold, there were massive international response. Turns out they were airplanes. But they don't want to share the findings publicly.
Right.
However, the prime minister called it the most serious attack on Danish critical infrastructure to date. Now it appears some of those attacks never actually happened. The investigation debunks most of them. They initially called it illegal drone activity, but then Copenhagen police, Danish Defense Intelligence Service about the investigation, they just declined to provide details. They don't want to give that, he says. Huge news or where mistakes are being made. Now, granted, this website is about drones. West explained sighting patterns from Germany. We're just trying to go in order. Germany 2025, Wyoming 2024, Kansas 2020, and Nebraska. People are arguing to aggressively shoot down drones based on overeager misidentification like this. Not a good idea. They closed the airport, and then NATO deployed German air defense frigate. France sent German 35 personnel to the airport, and is very similar to what we saw back in, what was it, last year? New Jersey, where people were. Was that this year? I don't know. Dude.
Yeah, I think it was this year, man.
I thought it was the fall, or the winter last year, but it could be. Anyway, there were drones, and turns out most of them were airliners. They weren't UFOs, and people were getting hysterical about it. Gonky, what do you think?
Yeah, man. I mean, people see what they want to see. It seems like sometimes.
Well, last week or last time I was here, we talked about the dude that was shooting at drones or shooting at medevac helicopters, thinking he was shooting at drones.
Yeah, and he hit the lady, right? And injured her.
And I said, "What is this? Your first time looking up?"
Right.
And I think that applies. Like, I think people just live in their little bubbles. And then they see on the media, the hysteria about UAPs and all this stuff, which granted, there's something to some of that stuff, but it's not like we're not under an invasion. We're not under attack.
Oh, they watch a TikTok clip that,
yes.
And they freak out and I'll get my gun. I'm going to shoot these guys. It's like, come on, dude.
There is a drone threat, and we've talked about the real drone threat, but sometimes people... it's like they see Bigfoot everywhere. Everything when you're starting to look for this stuff, everything then becomes that. And like you need an identification chart. Like, hey, dude, red and green. Okay, right. Yeah, that's probably an airplane, especially if it's moving with a white light. But what worries me, though, is that governments took action on this, which tells me that article may not. Who knows? They have to react to the threat because there is a threat from Russia.
Right.
We just talked about shoot downs in Russia. So what's real, what's not?
Well, yeah. The government got involved probably because they don't want to take any chances, right? So kind of like you're saying, there have been some intrusions. So, but I don't know, man. Stuff like this, like social media, TikTok, the YouTube shorts, and somebody puts something together and it goes viral, and I think it gets out of hand. But
I would like to see transparent investigations that involve, okay, look, on this date at this time, this is what you saw. And sometimes it's hard to correlate. It's hard to, because you don't know what people are seeing. I guess the only one that would really be like, if there was something that, because remember the airport shut down, they said something's hovering over the airport. Well, what the hell, well, that should be easily identifiable almost immediately. So why would you send a drone defense team or something? Tower would know what that is.
Or, dude, take some pictures of it, some video of it, send it to some people. People
they
know,
do, but they use their Polaroid camera from 1984. It's partially developed. They didn't shake the can.
Right. If they had a phone from this decade.
Hello, Pot. Hello.
It's a conformal tank.
Yeah.
No, you could take a picture of it and then really quickly somebody like, no, that's a helicopter. That's a whatever. Right. So, Yeah, if you really want to get crazy, I mean, you see something in the air, dude, like go to flight tracker, whatever. Like you can see, oh, hey, that's actually a
But the
whatever.
government should be able to do that. And that's my point, is the fact that they deployed assets.
Right.
You know, what else? That's what I'm like, yeah.
Maybe it is something.
I think you have to consider the source, because the drone community doesn't want it to be drones. The UAP community wants it to be UAPs. Civilians don't know, and they're just scared at the sky. And then the military has to analyze and address real threats. And you're right, they can't afford to take chances. But also, you know, if it did end up just being regular air traffic, I think we should have known a lot faster than we did. And that's pretty bad.
Yep.
So I'm sure the truth is always somewhere in the middle, as usual.
Yep.